hell is a trust, Shakey? I can't see it. I can't go to the trust building.
I've been a gold digger now for probably about 20 years. Getting into the game as a lender, that's a whole different ball game. How you get into that game is life insurance. You know you're a gold digger, right?
Damn, am I a gold digger then? Listen, y'all, we're gonna have to end on that cliffhanger. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the On the Pursuit podcast. We interview some amazing people, 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs, but also some very, very interesting entrepreneurs that you may not have even heard of before. And today I have the financial mastermaker.
Yes.
And she's actually going to share some interesting things with you that I feel like is going to impact and change the situation. You know, buckle up, right? The information she's going to share, I'm probably going to learn something. Y'all are definitely going to learn something. But the first question I have for her, right, Aunty Shakey, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The first question I have for you is you came in here talking about you's a gold digger. So what is that all about? And are you actually a gold digger?
I'm actually a gold digger.
So you're championing that?
I'm championing that.
Okay, cool. So for how long have you been a gold digger? What does it mean to you to be a gold digger? Why have you chose this life?
Let's see. I've been a gold digger now for probably about 20 years.
20 years. Mm-hmm. Okay.
For about 20 years. What made me get into gold diggery.
Okay.
No.
All right. Okay. Gold diggery.
It's a word I just made up.
Yeah.
But what made me go into that is because, listen, back in, I don't even remember what it was, but my brother passed away. He was killed. And my parents had just taken out life insurance on him like a year prior, right?
Okay.
And so because of that, I was able to see how my parents, like what type of lifestyle they were able to have by having life insurance on my brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I know the story doesn't sound interesting right now, but it's going somewhere.
Oh, I mean, it's interesting.
Okay.
I'm interested. It's connected to you being a gold digger. I'm locked in.
Right. Okay. So anyway, I was able to see them go from having a average lifestyle because some of my other friends, when they had family members pass away,
yeah.
Let's say the family member died on a Monday, they buried them on a Friday, and they were back at work again on Monday. Mm-hmm. Okay. My parents, though, it wasn't like that. They actually left Chicago. They went to Vegas, got a house, lived there. My father didn't go back to work till the summertime.
Okay, got you. Are you from the South Side by chance?
I am.
Everybody from Chicago from the South Side.
There's a lot of West Siders out there too. But no, so I started reevaluating my life because I was looking at their life. And I was like, okay, I'm living this really average life. I'm making average money and I'm dating at best average men, right? And I was like, I cannot get to where I want to go doing what I'm currently doing.
Facts.
Okay. And so I started to read more. And I knew that if I wanted a better quality of life, I needed to educate myself around some things. Okay. And so because who I wanted to be attached to, I needed to come better than the way I was.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So I started on this pursuit of finding my perfect sir.
Okay. Finding your perfect sir.
Finding my perfect sir.
Side note, do you have the perfect sir right now?
I have the perfect
Okay,
sir.
cool,
right
cool.
now.
We're going to get into it. All right.
I have the perfect sir right now. But I couldn't come any kind of way to this perfect sir, right? I had to come ready, prepared. I had to come disciplined, okay? And so one of the things I said, though, is that I don't want that sir. I don't want to just keep it to myself. I don't want to gatekeep my sir.
Okay.
Okay? I want to share my sir with other people.
Okay, cool. So you're polygamous.
So I wanted to share my sir with other people.
She's not denying people. She's not denying it.
I'm just...
Okay, so you want to share your perfect sir.
I want to share my perfect sir.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So in order for me to share my perfect sir, again, I had to go through mentally I had to be able to be prepared to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Also, I had to do some study to be able to do that. Okay. And so I got to the point where I was ready. I was ready to share that perfect sir.
Did you have the perfect sir at this time? You just getting your mind ready for when you meet him and then to share him? Like how does that work?
Oh, well, I was collecting. I was collecting data.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Right. And so what I did was collect data and resources. Okay. And so my perfect sir, okay, I got a little bit here, got a little bit there, got a little bit here, got a little bit there, right? Well, then then I found the perfect sir.
Okay.
The perfect sir came together.
Got you.
And my perfect sir is my stocks, my insurance, and my real estate.
Hey, listen to her talking. You just flip the whole thing. I'm waiting for it. What's his name? How tall is he? Where's he from? You talking about stocks, real estate, and insurance.
I'm talking about my stocks,
I like it.
My insurance.
I mean,
and
it makes sense you collecting these resources.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so,
So you're financial polygamist.
I'm a financial polygamist.
There you go.
Exactly.
Got you.
Exactly. Okay. But for real, in real life, though, I didn't need just want my perfect sir in finances, but I also needed it in real life.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what I realized was, in order for me to live the life I want, I wrote it out. Just like a person has a business plan. I had a life plan.
Life plan, yeah.
Okay. I knew that I was going to be wealthy. I knew that I was going to be well-traveled, well-read, all of that. And anybody that attaches themselves to me, they would have to be the same. Okay. And so my father, when he retired from his job after being there for so long, he said, "Hey, you want to travel with me to learn day trading?" Yeah, absolutely. All right. And so I went and we're traveling all over the place. And there's this guy in front of the room. And he says that your wealthiest people are married people. Okay. All right, cool. Let's do this. I got to get married. So I called this guy up on the phone.
Were you dating this dude prior to this?
No.
Okay.
No. He was gold. He was gold.
Okay.
Okay. He was a person that I knew could take very good care of me. At the time, I had a 7-year-old son, and I was like, that's it. That's it. So I went out on the break, called up
Perfect sir.
Called up the perfect sir. I said, "Hey, what do you think about getting married?" Like, okay. 6 months later, we were married.
Y'all weren't dating prior to that. Would y'all have been talking prior to that?
No.
So, but okay, you know what's interesting? You was at this event, the dude said something, you like, you don't want to be wealthy. Is this in alignment? Marriage makes sense. Okay, cool. I understand. But where was this dude in your mental prior to that? Was this someone that you may have went on a couple of dates with? Is this someone that you even thought about? Like, how did he pop up, and why, how come there was no movement prior?
Yeah. Let me say he was good stock. He came from good stock.
Yeah, you got some good vocabulary words.
So
you know what I'm saying? There's some good. I'm gonna have to put these in the show notes. There's some good vocab words.
He came from good stock.
Okay.
Both of his parents have been married for a really long time. His parents just celebrated 52 years of marriage. So did my parents. Okay. And so he knew what successful relationship would look like. Okay. And he was very, I'm trying not to say, he was a nerd. He was like he was
studious. Yeah.
Very, very studious and responsible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He wasn't one of the dudes out in the street and stuff like that. And I knew that I wasn't going to need a flashlight in the daylight looking for him. You know, like, where you at? Like, I didn't want them kind of problems.
Got you.
Okay. Plus I knew he would always take care of me.
Yeah.
So, that's where the gold digger journey started.
What's up, y'all? Listen, if you are a business owner or entrepreneur and you juggling your email, your text messages, you don't have a CRM, you don't have any automation, you don't even have your social media posts scheduled, I have the solution for you. What you want to do is tap into the lead attraction system. This is an all-in-one system that's going to handle your text messaging, your email, your CRM, your invoices, get you paid, your digital products, your memberships, your courses, your funnels, and also Go, it's an all-in-one solution. So you can get rid of all these other things. It's in one system. You pay one price every single month. And they also have a weekly office hours. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Tap into the platform and make sure that you grow your business. Lead attraction system. Grab the link below. Let's go.
So let's clarify real quick.
Yeah.
Clarify your definition of gold digger, because it's super clickbaity what you're saying here, right? It's super trendy. Like you watch these clicks, these girls be like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. All right, man, I'm going to see you later. Dude gets in the car. Excuse me. Oh, this your car? You know what I'm saying? So that's what most people are thinking.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about gold digging with a strategy.
Gold digging with
You know
a
what I'm saying?
strategy.
You're talking about gold digging with an intention.
Absolutely.
You're talking about gold digging with a purpose.
Absolutely.
Right? And then that brings us to...
That brings us to this point here. Listen, we're all digging for something. We're all digging for something. Whether we think so or not, we are. There are some people that, you know, you just walk down the street. You ever walk down the street and you end up with something in your shoe?
Yeah.
Like a little pebble in your shoe, right?
Like, how did I even get in there?
How did that even get in there? How did that get in me? And we end up having kids with them.
Crazy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And you pray for God for the plan B real quick. Listen, God, listen, I know I was here before. I know I said I wouldn't do it again, but listen, this is one time. Please. And then 90% of the time it don't happen. But that 10%, you're like, yes.
Exactly. That part. Okay. So, right, we got the pebble in the shoe, right? And then there's some people, right, that maybe they're, you know, they end up digging for sand. Okay. They're here today, gone tomorrow. Okay. Sand just go right through your hands. And then there's other people that they're digging for clay. Okay. Something that they can fold, they can form and mold and shape. And, you know, that's kind of like that, Captain Save-A-Hole type vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They want to turn them into somebody they want them to be.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's other people that intentionally go for gold. Okay. Somebody that you can just pick up and just kind of just dust it off a little bit, you know, put a little shine on it, you know? And so that's where I am.
Gotcha.
Okay. And gold digging doesn't just show up in my relationship, who I married. It's also intentional about who I surround myself with. My friends are gold. Let's see, the people that I network are gold. Anything that I do intentionally, all is around that gold.
I like that. You say you heating it up right now. It's only been 10 minutes, arguably. You heating up right now. I like this a lot. So, okay, cool. How far are you removed from that? Like, how many years has it been?
20.
It's been 20 years. So 20 years ago, you decided, broke ain't for me. I'm going to learn some day trading. I'm going to go out here with my pops. I'm going to make this call at the break, plant a seed. I'm digging for gold, you know, in a place that has rich stock, right? So very intentional on that. It's been 20 years.
Yep.
So who's Aunty Shakey now? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you here, you impacting, right?
Yeah.
You helping people, saving lives, changing the narrative. Got a phone ringing right now. You know what I'm saying? That's not you? Is that me? That was somebody. Let me see real quick. I don't know what that was. That's a ghost phone. That had to be you.
That's not me.
My phone on D&D.
No.
Okay, well, that's God calling.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, so let us know a little bit about what you have going right now. So you got financially.
Yeah.
That's foundation. And who would be your perfect client, and how are you really helping them get to that next level, that transformation?
Okay, perfect. So, me as Aunty Shakey, I'm the financial matchmaker, like you mentioned before.
You're not the financial auntie?
I'm not the financial auntie.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
I'm the financial matchmaker. And I help people find their perfect sir through stocks, insurance, and real estate.
I like that. Sexy.
Yeah.
So you're a marketer, low key too.
For sure.
Okay. All right.
But stocks, insurance, and real estate, what I learned through my studies is that those are the three things that wealthy people use to create wealth, leverage their wealth, and protect it.
So stocks, investments,
insurance,
insurance,
and real
Real
estate.
estate. Stocks, insurance, real estate. So that's sir.
Yes, that's
That's the sir right there.
That's the sir.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, that's the sir. So remember early on, I mentioned that I had to find my perfect sir. And so that's what that was. And so now being able to help other people create that, it's been a journey because what I want, especially women, and I talk a lot about women or to women, especially around the gold digging concept and around the sir method. We have so many emotions attached to like what we get into relationship with versus it being a little bit more logical.
Yeah, y'all are pretty emotional.
We're pretty emotional.
You know, I mean, you know, pretty emotional.
Pretty emotional. And so, so what I like to teach is let's get the emotions out the way. Let's think logical here.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what I mean by that,
Think like a man.
There's some men out there that's
Emotional.
very emotional.
I mean, but would you say men are a little bit more logical?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely. I think for us women, sometimes we have to train ourselves to be more logical
Yeah,
than emotional.
I agree.
Yeah. So, and that's what I want to do inside this training is teach you how to think more logical. Most high net worth men, and this could be debatable, right? This could be debatable, but I've spoken to quite a few high net worth men. Okay, they don't date women based on love, based on emotion. They date them based on logic.
Yeah, facts. There's a girl right now that I'm interested in. I'm definitely interested in her based on logic. I mean, she's fine and everything, but like, it's like I've been with attractive women before, but I'm like, she got some building blocks. That's what I'm looking for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you think it's the big booty and the big titties and all of that, like, yeah, no, that's not what it is.
So it's not the big booty.
It's not.
It's not the big titties. It's not
I mean,
big brain.
big brain thing. Big brain is But I mean, we're putting so much money and effort in the outward
Yeah.
when, and you know this, right? You can have a beautiful woman, okay, built like ding, 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 okay, like she cold from the top down, right? But she can get on your last nerve.
That's facts.
She can get on your last nerve. So it don't matter what you look like. It don't matter how you feel out, the sundress. You still gotta have something going on up here,
Yeah.
right? And you also have to learn how to stay out the way.
Well, what does that mean, Auntie? Staying out the way.
What I mean by stay out the way is stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Some people argue that's controversial. What does staying in your lane mean?
Sure. Stay in your lane is basically if he's out there wanting to take care of you, okay? Because, I don't believe in a woman taking care of a man, but that's just my opinion, okay? That's my opinion.
You had to make sure it was on.
Right, exactly. Okay, it's on.
It's on.
But I don't believe in a woman taking care of a man. But certainly, if you're looking for your man to take care of him, take care of you, get out the way.
Facts.
Get out the way. And oftentimes we're in the way, complaining about, oh, you don't do this or you don't do that, and all this other kind. What do you want? Which matters most to you? Which again is where that life plan comes into play and having that life plan built out. And so you asked the question about what it is that I offer and what I help people through is essentially allowing people to get from where they are financially to where they want to go. Okay. Now, I do feel like us as women need to be, have some money.
Yeah.
Okay. Not so that we can be 50-50 coming to the table, because I don't even know what that means.
Well, I think, this is the thing.
Popular.
Yeah. I feel like, to me, 50-50 isn't necessarily financially to me. I feel like, we both gonna come in with the whole, because you gotta be whole. I ain't with you. I ain't trying to be with you if you ain't whole, because you need to be whole in your own right. And then I think the 50-50 is like, what you're bringing in, that's a mix, and I'm gonna bring in my mix.
Sure.
I'm not asking, like, I'm not saying, hey, listen, we're gonna go 50 on this, everything financially, because I think there's some things intrinsically that a woman's gonna provide. So, like, for instance, I was at my boy's birthday. Shout out to my guy Dion's one of my best friends in entrepreneurship. So I happened to go to his wife's birthday, and I believe in showing up for people, and I also believe in boundaries and saying no. So I'm not showing up for everybody. I'm just keep it a buck, keep it a stack, right? But I don't have no problem getting on a plane coming to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, for my guy. So anyway, on his wife's birthday, he put an event together, right? Invited his people, her people, boom, came through. Showered her, obviously. So she got a custom chain, she got an upgraded Rolex, he got her a purse. There's a lot of love in the room. Surprised her with a car. Surprised her with a trip, right? They're in Vegas or whatever they're at, right? So I could just see the outpouring of like, tangible love, like, those items. But what I also saw was that the amount and intensity of what he's pouring into her, I know she's just gonna pour that back into him. So it's really, he's just giving to himself.
Yep.
Right? Because how he's setting her up and how he's building her up and how he's being very intentional about what he's pouring into her, she's going to give him that back when he really, really needs it. And I think that's what men really need.
Yeah.
So you're going to pour into what you want back, but she's going to do it in a way that she does it, which is going to be very magnetic for him, right?
Yeah.
And healthy for his development. So I think, to me, that's the 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not expecting a woman to, be there for me financially or set me up or protect me, like, outwardly how I would do whatever. Right. But I am expecting her to bring everything that she does, how God designed her to, and how she would fit for me, right? Like, study what I got going on, my idiosyncrasies, my nuances, be prepare, thoughtfulness, caring, and then just the feminine essence of what is gonna be her. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take care of what I'm gonna take care of.
But here's what's interesting. I mean, and this is where sometimes men need to be careful at, because you all seem to think that you give more than we do as women. Some men feel that way. Okay. Especially when you feel like you're bringing finances to the table, because you guys have a lot of attachment.
You can see. I mean, sometimes you can just see the thing. Sometimes that's what it is too.
Yeah, because you can see
you can
it,
see
right?
It, yeah.
But you don't give to get. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the number one thing. If men could realize that you don't give to get, you give because you want to.
Yeah, 100%.
It's what you want to do. So bringing that whole thing in, but this is what she needs to do, and she needs to do this, and she needs to do that. Well, let her, like you said, be her. Let her just bring to the table what it is that she's going to bring to the table. All I ask is you get out the way and she get out the way so that you both can do your thing.
I like that.
So that's all I'm saying about being in your own lane.
Okay.
Let you just be you.
I like it. So let's talk a little bit more specifically on this financial matchmaking situation.
Okay.
So paint a picture. I don't know how I found you, but I found you. I'm in the DMs. Aunty Shakey, save me. I need to be financially matched. Yeah. Boom. We get on a call or we start talking. Mm-hmm. I don't have no real estate. I don't have no insurance. Got nothing. I got no financial, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So walk me through what that looks like, how we get in line to get me financially matched.
Yeah, absolutely. So I take people through a 4-step process or kind of interview them. Okay. And that looks like, it's called Forward. Okay. I call it Forward.
Okay. It's the Model S, Model T.
The Model Me.
The Model Me? Okay. The model sir.
Exactly, the model sir. I like that.
Yeah.
And so I take them through forward: family, occupation, recreation, dreams.
Okay.
Okay. What does your family dynamic look like? Okay. I want to know, who are you married to?
You know what? Let's make it real. Let's make it real. We gonna use me.
Okay.
All right, let's make it real.
You.
I want y'all to really
we
understand
go.
what's going
Let's
on. All right,
go.
so boom. Family, single, no kids.
Okay.
No parents. No dependents.
Okay.
It's just me out here.
Just you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. It's easy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Occupation.
Entrepreneur, out here just doing digital strategy, helping out these people.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay. All right, cool. The next one is recreation. What do you do for fun?
I like to travel. I like hiking. I like relaxing. I like movies. My new thing right now is content creating with a purpose. So like I'm gonna be doing these. So I had this series back in the day called Plant-Based Dude. So I'm gonna do more of that, like creating these videos of me going out to restaurants, but getting them to pay for the videos, showing people how I'm doing it in real time, doing that with restaurants and then also hotels.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's really dope. Okay. All right, cool.
And launch this relationship channel wherever she's at. Right. You come in. What we doing? What we doing? Okay.
And then your dreams.
Dreams.
If money wasn't an issue.
If money was an issue, I would be passport stamped up. I definitely want to go on a domestic and international tour speaking to youth. I think I'm passionate about that, sharing my story, sharing not only my story but like what I got going on now, how they can use media, content, digital products that actually change. Do a lot of education. So probably that, and then probably that. Just do a lot of travel, experience life, and then just make as much impact as I can.
Okay, so talk to me about what's your outlandish, like crazy, like it probably couldn't happen in this lifetime goal.
It can't happen in this lifetime goal. It can't happen in this lifetime goal.
Theoretically, like anything's possible.
Yeah. Anything's pretty possible. What's big on big? Let's say let's say like 2,500 commercial properties.
Okay, 2,500 commercial properties.
Yeah. That's not big enough?
It's not big enough.
All right, what's big enough? Okay. Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Resolve homelessness in Los Angeles, California. That's big. That ain't happening in my lifetime.
That's big.
Yeah, that's big right there.
All right, cool. All right.
That works?
That works.
Okay.
That works. Okay. So now that I have your forward, right? I have you now thinking.
Okay, yeah.
I have you thinking big. Okay. That's the reason why I asked that last question. Because I don't want you thinking small.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because sometimes we can't think past our current situation.
Of course.
So I want to help you with that.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go homelessness in LA.
Exactly. Exactly. But that's part of the plan, because within this, we got to look at the plan, because according to your plan, this is what you said. So when we work out your plan and I develop your plan for you and I show you your blueprint and and then you get off kilter and you're like, yeah, I'm about to buy these, go on a shopping spree. Well, the plan doesn't dictate that. Okay, so we always have to bring you back.
Bring it back, yeah.
Okay, but within that plan, we're looking at how much do you spend. What does your budget look like? If you don't have a budget, we're gonna create a budget.
Yeah.
Okay. Once we have a budget, all right, cool. We need to put a certain amount away for investing. Okay. We need to look at what your credit looks like. We need to make sure you have real estate. We need to, if you don't have real estate right now, that's kind of a little bit kind of last, but we definitely want to make sure you're insured and you have insurance. Okay. Life insurance.
Yeah.
Okay. We want some stored away there. So that's what the overall SIR method looks like.
Gotcha.
And then we want to get you ready for ownership. Okay. Real estate ownership, and eventually pay off your house.
Yep.
So that's one of the things going through my program I did for myself is I paid my house off in 3 years. And so I live, I don't want to say a debt free. I have good debt.
Yeah.
We should always have good debt, right? But I don't have a house note and I don't have a car note.
I like it.
So
Yeah. Man, I'm ready. I'm ready to go zoom now. I got the blueprints. I got the model, sir. I'm ready.
Exactly.
I'm ready. So, if you got somebody coming in, how long is that process taking them? Is that like 6 months, 9 months? And we locked in for 24 months? What was that like? What's that relationship look like?
Yeah, it depends. It depends on your discipline. It depends on your discipline. I tell people all the time, if you are disciplined, then you do not have to pray for a miracle. The lack of discipline will have you praying for a miracle.
I like that, yeah.
And so the more disciplined you could be, the closer you're going to get to your goals.
And the faster you're going to get there.
And the faster you're going to get there. Also, what does your hustle look like? Because sometimes we are way too comfortable to be wealthy.
Yeah, facts.
And I need to shake you up a little bit. I got to remind
Aunty
you.
Shakey with the shaky.
Right, exactly. I need to remind you what it is that you said you want to do.
Yeah.
Who you want to be. There's this be, do, have exercise that I also do this within the life plan that I have people answer. Who do they want to be?
Yeah.
What do they want to do? What do they want to have? Answering those questions within the life plan so important because we have to, if somebody, especially a single woman, if somebody crosses your path and you know you're looking for gold, you know you're a gold digger, right?
Damn, am I a gold digger then?
Probably a gold digger.
Damn, I'm out here, but gold digger. God damn it.
I hope you're a gold digger.
Damn. She's changed my whole mind now. All right, so we out here looking for gold.
We out here looking for gold.
Yeah.
Okay. For real. But here's the thing. If somebody comes up and they're giving sand energy, you know that's not part of the life plan.
What's sand energy in that comparison?
Sand energy is giving very flaky, very not really in control. You got to chase them. We ain't chasing people over here, you know. Don't return phone calls or just very, very scarce. Just okay. And then if you know you don't have time to mold anybody, like I'm not a kingmaker.
Yeah.
I told my husband that early on. I'm not a kingmaker. You need to either come as a king or, read a book about being a king. But I'm just not anointed to be a kingmaker. Okay. However, I can support a king all day.
Yeah.
I could love a king all day. But as far as like making a king, that's not me. So that's not in my plan though to do that. So he would have needed to come that way.
I'm feeling that. You listen. Is this what happens on the calls? Is this it right here? Cause you need some what's your conversion percentage? It ain't high.
I have a pretty high conversion rate.
It has to be.
I have a pretty high.
I feel like I just had a therapy session, financially therapy session.
Financially, but everything has to be whole.
Yeah.
Your family has to be whole. Your children have to be whole. You need to know that, man. Get rid of those. We are so attached to people, places, and things.
Yeah.
Like, let's learn to detach. And then when we detach, we don't have to be so emotional because there is no emotional attachment anymore. It's just all gratitude.
Is your revenue stuck? If you're an entrepreneur and your revenue is stuck, you don't need to fix your products or services. You need new audiences to discover you more consistently. Podcast guesting is the ideal way to be discovered 24 hours a day by your ideal clients. And guess what? The more people that know you, the more people can flow you. Head over to podcastmasterypack.com and take advantage of your first or next podcast. Let's go.
So let's talk about insurance real quick. So I feel like it may be, you might know because you're in this space, but I feel like a lot of us that have color, us people,
Yep.
we don't have insurance. And we relying on these GoFundMe situations, and it's kind of rampant. So Can we talk about a little on why insurance is important?
Yep.
How easy it is to be acquired, and maybe a couple of reasons why people should acquire it. With like what it could be used for. Can we talk a little bit about that?
For sure. You guys, listen. I almost feel like we're in 2023. Are we still talking about the fact that we got to throw fish fries to bury the dead?
No, 100%.
We're still there.
Yeah, we're still there.
In 2023. I had a conversation with a gentleman the other day. Oh, matter of fact, he was on a show that I was on. And he said that Black folks don't need life insurance. And I was like,
was that a clickbait quote, or he was serious?
no, he was serious.
Okay.
He was serious. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. He was like, you should be able to self-insure yourself. Interesting. Life insurance, and what people need to know is that you are literally buying money for cheap. So the same way you like to go to, say, Rainbow or Ross or something like that to buy you something cheap or whatever, right? It's the same way as life insurance, okay? You can purchase life insurance today for as little as, $23, okay? $23 a month if you get a term policy. But we'll talk about the difference between term and getting something else. But term is just temporary insurance, okay? That expires after a certain amount of time, okay? But if you were to get a term policy for $23 a month, and let's just say it was a $200,000 policy, okay? You happen to pass away, okay? Let's say you pass away in year 5, okay? Maybe, just maybe, you put in $1,000 into that policy, but your beneficiaries now have $200,000. That was some cheap money.
Yeah, so I put in 1,000, and family got back
200,000.
200,000. Yeah, that's cheap.
That's cheap money.
That's a really good perspective.
Why wouldn't somebody want to do that?
It's because they selfish, Shaky. God damn it, they selfish.
They selfish. That's exactly what it is. If you want to be wealthy, again, if this is part of your life plan to be wealthy, you have to use insurance to be able to get there.
Yeah.
Okay? It's a great way just to be able to leverage your money.
It creates instant. I mean, honestly, like I realized this too, like years ago. It's almost a guarantee to create generational wealth. Like instant.
Instant.
Yeah, instant.
Instant. We were, you and I, we were talking earlier about trust, right? And having that be a part of the plan. But we'll go back to insurance for right now. But the amount of money that can be earned inside of a life insurance policy, that's something that people don't realize, okay? Banks and corporations have been using life insurance assets for decades, okay? Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they have well over $20 billion in life insurance assets. I'm going to tell you why. There's 4 different reasons why. 1, it's safe. Nobody's ever lost money in life insurance. This past year alone, 4 banks have gone under, and 2 have gotten a bailout from the government. That's never happened in life insurance, okay? The other one is good rate of return. Life insurance policies are giving returns out from 6% all the way up to 15% return on your money, okay? Consistently, the stock market can't even give you that, all right? And also, taxes. The money that grows inside of a life insurance policy
Tax-free.
grows tax-free.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's crazy, okay? So that being the case, right, if Bank of America had $1 million in the stock market, okay, and the stock market went up 10%, right, and they sold, okay, at the 10% mark, they just earned $100,000, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's just say they were sitting at a 30% tax bracket. Now they have to pay $30,000 in taxes to Uncle Sam.
Yep.
Okay. Do you think Bank of America is in the business of giving Uncle Sam $30,000?
Definitely not.
And so they use life insurance so that their money can grow tax-free. which we should do the same, right? So diversify your tax strategies.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing, okay? And then the last reason is because your money is liquid. Okay? Your money sitting inside of a life insurance policy is liquid. So anytime you need to get that money is available for you to get. Okay. So those are the 4 different reasons why banks and corporations put their money in the life insurance assets.
So I know I seen this. I seen like a diagram maybe over a year ago, and it was talking about if 25. It was they were using like a young female, couple of years removed from college,
Okay.
got a job, making 6 figures or high five or whatever. They were saying that she put away like $500-$600 a month, starting at 25. By the time she was 65, she have a couple million there,
Couple million.
right? Using strategy,
Yep.
and then obviously being able to access it,
Yep.
tax-free. After those whatever the after that first threshold period, it took 2-3 years, 10, 5, whatever it is, depending on the product.
Yep.
So what if someone is in their 40s, right? So they missed 20 years.
Yep.
Could they use a similar strategy? Or how aggressive would they need to be in if someone is in their latter years, or maybe just starting to focus on some things that they maybe just learned about, or maybe didn't take as important earlier? What would be something they would need to do using the same strategy? I guess we could start with life insurance, since we talking about life insurance.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, listen. I tell my 40-year-olds, okay, or 50-year-olds, that listen, you're a little late for the party, but the party's not over.
So you still can show up and get a drink and
Exactly.
get a plate,
Get a plate.
cut a rug.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Okay. Get some foil. You can still take some food home.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So here's the thing, though. You have to be a little bit more aggressive with it.
Got you.
You definitely are going to have to put more money into it. There's more discipline that's required. Life insurance is not a get rich quick scheme. That's not what this is. Okay. What life insurance is your money growing at a conservative or above conservative rates. Okay. And it's compounded.
Yeah.
Which is different from the stock market. Your money's in the stock market. It's literally on a roller coaster ride. It's like, oh my God, I'm gonna be sick. So, although, stocks, it's a long-term play.
Yeah.
Okay. But so is insurance as well. So I want to speak to, though, that 25-year-old that started that way. What typically happens is we do something, especially in our community. You brought it up. I didn't. Okay. We follow the herd.
Yeah.
Okay. We do what everybody else tells us to do. Okay. So if they told us to, go to school, go to college, get these good grades, then go and buy your dream house and all that, that's what we do. Right. We call it the American dream. Okay. Then when we get on this job, you better make sure you participate in that 401k. Okay. Because that's what your retirement is going to look like. What we don't realize, though, about the 401k with that 25-year-old that put in that $500 per month inside of a life insurance policy is going to be way more well off than her counterpart that maybe put in $750 into a 401k. One put in $500 a month, the other put in $750. But the one that only put in $500 is going to end up with more money in the long run.
Yeah.
The reason for that is because she opted to go ahead and invest her money and have her money be taxed on the front end than on the back end. Okay? And allow that money to start compounding. The person over here, they used pre-tax dollars. Okay, which means that now their harvest is going to be taxed. And it's going to be taxed at a higher percentage than she earned it. Taxes is the number one killer to our money. So why would you delay it? Listen, Brennan, well, maybe you don't. Let me ask you, are taxes likely to be higher
They're going
in the
up.
future?
They're going up, man.
They're going up, right?
Taxes going up.
They're going up.
For sure.
Okay. So if your tax bracket today is 22%, once you're 59 and a half, you have less bills, so you have less things to tax, right? What you think these taxes going to look like?
They're going to be higher.
They're going to be higher. It's going to be insane. And now your several $1 million of what you thought is your retirement and that you're going to be able to live on, you could only live on it for a couple of years. And then you got to go and, fight with these young people trying to get a job at the Gap.
Listen, if you nothing against the Gap. I used to work at the Gap, actually.
Did you really?
I did. 1997. Nothing against the Gap, though, but
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be 60, 70, 80 at the Gap.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that might be a cool ad. You know what I'm saying? You got the grays, got the Gap hoodie on, you know what I'm saying? Sitting next to like young people. You're showing like, the diversity at the Gap.
Of course.
But I'm not advocating working 40 years and then putting yourself in a position where you have to then go back to work at a job that's definitely not going to pay you what your value is. And you need to do that to sustain a lifestyle, especially in America, as everything is getting way more expensive, and the quality isn't matching up to the premium prices here. I mean, next thing you got to live in like the Midwest somewhere,
Right.
Montana. Listen, Iowa, North Dakota, Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, Nebraska.
Exactly.
These places are gonna be the next places.
Because, listen, the alternative, some people are keeping their money in a bank account. What are you putting your money in a bank account for? Like,
Because
literally.
people think it's safe.
They think it's safe.
Yeah.
It's not safe. Every day your money stays into a bank account, it's losing value.
So let me ask you some questions, right?
Sure.
If they don't put the money in a bank account,
Yeah.
so I think there's two reasons why people put the money in bank account. They put the money in bank account because they don't know where else to put it. And if they're gonna put it in a different place, that's gonna give them accessibility at like a bank account, but it's also gonna give them, a better place so the money can grow. What are we looking for options here?
Yeah.
Well, what type of accounts?
So we're looking at, there's a couple of different types of accounts. So,
Hold on. Sidebar.
Yeah.
Woo. I thought I hit the record button on the audio. I was about to go crazy. Good thing I double checked, but I just had one of the moments. I'm like, wait a minute, did I hit the audio? It's red. We good. So where are all those places that they can go?
So those places are a life insurance policy.
So in a life insurance policy, I can get one today.
Get one today.
Let's say I got $2,000.
Sure.
Bank of America, I got my debit card, which is another conversation. But I'm just bringing it real. I'm just painting a picture.
Okay.
The average person here.
Okay.
I got my Bank of America account with my debit card.
Okay.
I got a couple of dollars in savings because they probably was like, yo, open a savings account, I'm gonna give you 50.
Sure.
Boom. But I got the other 2,000 or 1,950 on the checking side. I'm using my debit for everyday spending.
Okay.
I know if I want money, bang, I can use the debit.
Okay.
So you're saying with a life insurance account, I can have the same type of accessibility.
Not the same type.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
Let's be clear.
So okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to ask, because some people like they want to be able to access the money, but they also people would love the money to grow.
Yeah.
But people also don't want to not have access to the money. That's another mindset thing. So that's what I wanted to speak to. That's what I would love for you to speak to.
Yeah.
Because insurance is one thing. It's gonna give you accessibility. You might have to wait a couple of days to get access to it. But if someone's like, okay, if I'm not going to use a traditional bank, because Shakey said it ain't shaking,
Right.
what other institution or an account can I put money in that would be more advantageous than the traditional bank that will still give me some accessibility?
A trust.
Okay, talk about it.
Listen, what a lot of people don't realize is your trust can be used as a bank.
But what the hell is a trust, Shakey?
Okay. A trust.
I can't see it. I can't go to the trust building.
You can't go to the
So
trust
what?
building.
So what does a trust look like?
Listen, the way the new types of banks are working. Have you heard of a Capital One account?
Yeah, they got them sexy cafes.
They do have sexy cafes.
You go in there with get a coffee.
You can.
Yep.
Where was I? Was I in New York? I was somewhere for one of those cafes. But yeah, it was dope. But anyway,
You get a coffee.
you're off. I don't even drink coffee. What's this coffee thing we're saying?
I don't know why I'm tripping. I'm like, yo, is that recorded? I'm wilding right now. I just listen.
He's distracted.
I think that I just want to make sure that this gets out to the people, and I double and triple checked, and everything is recording. I'm like, yo, we good? All right, cool.
Okay, but yes, with the trust. So a trust is an entity. Okay, it sort of acts like an individual. It is an individual. Okay, but it's protected, and anything that goes inside of the trust, you're protected. Okay. But that trust can move like an actual person. Okay. So the trust can pay bills. Okay. The trust can inherit funds. Okay. The trust actually has a voice. Okay. So the trust can be a mother. It can be a father. It's a great way to communicate the family legacy and how the family moves. Okay. So I'm not a trust attorney, okay, nor a person that puts together trust, but I definitely work with some really dope people that put trust together.
So again, I want to make sure that y'all understand what we're talking about. I can go get a trust. It's gonna cost something.
It's gonna cost something.
But I can go get a trust. And then this trust is going to not only provide some protection and all the other things that it provides, leverage, wise, stuff like that.
Yep.
But I can use this financial instrument to basically act like my bank.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, all day long.
And it's way better than me just having a regular bank account.
Way better.
Okay, cool.
Way better. And also, let me say, because your trust isn't going to go bankrupt. It's your bank. You got to make sure your bank is not going to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
But what I want people to understand is some people feel like I don't need to get a trust until I own something.
Yeah.
That's not true. Every single person can utilize a trust today. If you got money sitting in a bank account, you need a trust.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I like that. Okay, cool. Another thing you mentioned was investments. So you went and got your financial cert. At one point, you didn't have them.
No.
So when we're talking about investments, are you talking about like understanding like stocks, options, trading?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So someone that knows nothing about nothing.
Okay.
I see these charts. There's lines on them. There's numbers. There's you know, you got the red going up.
Yep.
Sometimes the green's going up, the red's going down. All this stuff, right? And obviously it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
But how long did it take you to kind of understand what was going on, to be confident to, you know what, I feel like I know what's going on and I can get in there and I can get going.
Listen, trading isn't for the weak. It is not for the weak. It's a mental game. It's a mental game. You can learn all about the candlesticks. You can learn about Fibonacci and all of that. But if you show up to your trading platform and you're not mentally there, you could still screw up, right? Understand that the market is not meant for us to win.
Yeah.
It's not meant for us to win. So it's something that you have to study. It's definitely not a, I took a course, somebody's course or a 1 week challenge and I learned how to trade. No. There are people that take years to learn how to trade, years to understand, habits of the market, when the best time to trade. You need to identify what type of trader you are. You may be, a scalper, you just want to get in it and out of it, really quick, right? Or you might be a person that doesn't mind staying in a trade overnight. You just need to understand your tolerance as a trader. Again, that's part of your life plan. So that's also within the life plan. What type of investor are you? But yeah, learning stocks and trading stocks, you can get into the stock game or the stock market in so many different ways. You can get into it as a long-term investor, just getting you a brokerage account. Okay. Finding your favorite stocks. Okay. Who do you shop with the most? Okay. What's your favorite car? Whatever the case may be, buy their stock. Okay. You could also get in as a trader, as you mentioned. There's options trading.
Yeah.
There's Forex trading.
I'm actually learning trading.
Heck, are you really?
Yeah. I got a program.
Options?
Yeah, options.
Okay.
Options I'm interested in.
The nice thing about options, and you can do this with Forex too. You can make money when the market goes up, and you can make market when market goes down. When we invest in the stock market traditionally, when it goes down, you lose money. So that's the beautiful thing about options.
I like it. Real estate. So real estate, are you buying traditionally? Are you buying creatively? Do you how are you teaching your your students and the people that you work with to look at a strategy in real estate?
Yes. With everything we get into, can we be creative?
Yeah, we can.
Can we just be creative? All right. So let me ask you this. Never mind. I won't even go there. But I want us to get creative. So you can be a fix and flipper.
Yeah.
Right? You could be a buy and hold. Okay. Meaning you buy it, you hold it, you rent it out. Okay. A fix and flipper is you buy it, you fix it up, and then you flip it for more money. Right? Or how about getting into the market as a lender?
It's different.
Very different.
Yeah.
So, and you can also wholesale, and wholesaling is basically you finding almost like a finder's fee. They give you a finder's fee. Okay. So those are different ways, but getting into the game as a lender, that's a whole different ball game. You don't have to hold on to any property. Okay. You don't necessarily have to pay capital gains. You don't have to deal with any contractors, anything like that. All you're doing is dealing with investors. And so how you get into that game, you can use life insurance.
Listen, y'all, we're going to have to end on that because we got cliffhanger. Listen, she's talking about using life insurance to become a lender active in the market in real estate. And that's another creative way that you can leverage that too. You going crazy right now. Going crazy. All right. So I'm gonna hit you with a couple of things. I just first thing that come to your mind. Any books you reading right now? Give me one.
The Go Giver.
That's a good book.
It's a great book.
All right. Where would you like to go on your next date with your sir?
Ooh, my next date with my sir. Which one? My financial sir?
No. With your sir.
Oh, with my sir.
The sir.
The sir.
Yeah.
You know what? My next date would be, but I want to call it a date. I want to go on a safari.
Okay, that's lit.
Yeah.
What about entrepreneur or business movies? Anyone that pops in your head?
Oh, absolutely. The Wolf of Wall Street.
You know what? So we had Blessing on here a couple episodes ago, and for her, The Wolf of Wall Street was the book.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I had two back-to-back ladies in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, that book is fire.
I probably got to read it again because I read it twice. But I mean, sometimes things hit you different at different times.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So,
of course. But yeah, the book.
And the movie's good too.
Yeah.
The movie's good too. All right, principles. 3 principles that are very important to you that if you needed to pass them on, maybe to your son or maybe to these gold digging women out here, what would they be?
All right. The first principle is having grace. Always have grace for yourself and for others. The second one would be get out of your emotions. The second principle.
Yeah.
Okay. Third principle. The third principle. Just be disciplined.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Be disciplined. That would be the third one.
2024. what's one thing, if you can only get one thing next year,
Okay.
what would that one thing be?
This is hard. That's hard. Okay. That one thing would be, because I really want to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to do this, but I'm having a conference in the Middle East.
Oh, okay. There you go.
For my perfect serves.
I like that. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right. And then it's late night, you hungry, everything closed, but one place can be open. What would you go to eat?
Popeyes.
Popeyes. What number? Is there a number or what?
It's not a number. It's not a number. It's Popeyes. Give me a thigh and a biscuit.
That's crazy
And some
right
honey.
now. All right, so listen, for those that may want to tap in to Shakey and learn about becoming someone that is, perfect for their financial sir, right? Let them know how they can tap in with you. Do you have something for the people?
So listen, yeah, you can connect with me on social media at Aunty Shakey, AUNTYSHAKEY. Also, you can find me at thefinancialmatchmaker.com.
I like it. Anything else you want to share with them?
You guys just make some moves. Make some moves.
Like that.
Just make some moves.
All right, y'all, make sure that you tap into Aunty Shakey. If there's anything that you want to ask her specifically, hit that DM. Get in there. Don't mess around. Drop a man emoji in there or something. Find your financial sir. Be a gold digger. Go crazy.
Go crazy.
This has been an amazing podcast with Aunty Shakey, and we'll see you guys on the next one.